Welcome to fabulous Lake Tahoe, your local's guide to the very best of America's year-round playground. I'm Jack Durst, and I'm here at El Dorado Beach for the second annual Race the Lake of the Sky. Race the Lake of the Sky has been called one of the best stand-up paddleboard races in the world, and they've been kind enough to let me come out and film it. So I got some great film of the event.
Welcome to the second annual Race the Lake of the Sky here in South Lake Tahoe. Thank you all for coming out.
I know you're all excited. It looks confusing, but it's not. So everybody please pay attention right now. This is super important. It's not as bad as you think. Number one rule is red is red. That's right. So we're going to go into a beach start. We're all going to start waist deep, correct, Chris? We're all going to line up on the beach right out front from the finish line to the right. Okay, we'll make sure everybody's ready. 1 minute warning. Then we're going to do a 30-second warning. 30 seconds, we can fire the horn at 29 or 0. So anytime in that 30 seconds, we will start the race. That way no one can anticipate the start and cheat.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sammy Bender, participants to the water. This is your 5-minute call. DJ Kim. This Race the Lake of the Sky action here at El Dorado Beach. Second annual. Thanks everybody for coming out. 5-minute call. We'll give you the 2 minutes. And the 30-second call until the countdown. We got a perfect one planned for you. Weather looking absolutely spectacular. In case you missed earlier, looking at temperatures in the 90s today. The sound of the horn. 30 seconds on the sound of the horn. There's the sound of the horn. Race the Lake of the Sky is underway. The El Dorado 5-miler. Coming to you from South Lake Tahoe, California. Take a look at this. Pro paddlers, stand-up paddlers, tandem paddlers. Paddlers of all types are on the water today. Over 300 of them. What a sight to see, ladies and gentlemen.
So what we're going to do, on the horn, after the 30 seconds, you're going to go straight out to the blue buoy that is in front of the Coast Guard, where we're going to make a left-hand turn, come straight back into the shore to this farther middle red buoy. You're going to make a right turn.
The El Dorado 5.4 miler is underway. We had over 300 competitors all racing for in this particular course, and it ended up being about 2.4 laps. Rob Justina kind of giving the descriptions of what's going on there. Pro paddlers, stand-up paddlers, everybody making their way out there right now. You see water safety on there. The guy in the jet ski who you see up on the top of the screen right now, kind of giving the description of where going for the leaders. Everybody else is just going to follow in behind there, but they can get really confusing as the racers start to get more spread out throughout the duration of the 4.8 or 5.5 miler race there. There's Thomas Maximus currently in the lead right there, rider for Riviera paddle surf on an unlimited. That board is 20 feet long. You see how much longer it is than everybody else. Kind of racing in a division all of his own. Everybody else is mostly on 14-foot boards as well as 12-6 boards there as well. You see the jet ski out in front leading the way. Water safety, that was the Coast Guard right there, the police boat, kind of harassing everybody out on the water right now. But it gets a little bit exciting going into that first blue buoy. You see everybody kind of bottlenecking around. Boards actually get punched. Holes get punched in boards there as you come around there. But now you're starting to see the race kind of get more spread out as they go through. And that's what makes this race exciting. There's Thomas Maximus. Good look at him right there. Riviera paddle surf. One of the top unlimited riders in the world right now. You see a tandem paddle on the right of your screen right now. That's the Erickson crew. Tandem paddling just started to take off in the stand-up paddle world, and you're going to see it becoming more and more competitive as the years come. But you think, okay, so you have two riders on the same board, that should make it a little bit easier on there, but not really. Yeah, you have double the horsepower coming down, but when you get into the turns is where it gets exciting. This shot is the riders heading back out after that right-hander. Out in front right there, that's Jay Wild from the North Shore. Jay Wild, one of the top competitors in the stand-up paddleboard scene. Always a top competitor. And right on his heels there, that's Anthony Vela. Here comes the rest of the field in. You see the prone paddler right there. That's Joe Bark, owner of Bark Boards. Joe, watch these prone paddlers. That's where it all kind of started. They call it traditional paddleboarding. Now you see him dip the leg to help him turn around there, and then starts to dog paddle. But pro paddleboarding, very, very common in stand-up paddling. Here's the racers all heading back out towards that blue buoy again. The blue buoys are left-hand turns. The red buoys will be right-hand turns. But the 5.4 miler, very exciting race in Race the Lake of the Sky this year. And we had racers from all over the world competing in this. Thomas Maximus making his way around there. That big long board, yeah, it may glide through the water quickly on a straight line, but trying to turn these boards can be a little bit of a challenge. Thomas Maximus ended up winning the 5-miler in pretty extreme fashion for Riviera Paddle Surf.
Hi, my name is Nate Ludwig, live here in South Lake Tahoe, been paddling for about 8 years. Today, Race to the Lake of the Sky, brought on to you with the Bracket family. I raced in the 12-6 division, prone, and yeah, felt good, felt strong, good water, wasn't too bad, and hopefully I podiumed. Check out highsierrasup.com. Hi, it's Nate Ludwig from South Lake Tahoe. Right here we have highsierrasup.com bringing you the Sup Buddy. It's a special SUP bike rack that's made here right in South Lake Tahoe. You can put your board in there. Unfortunately, we have a board to put in there, race boards down below, and hold your paddle. Self-efficient, holds upright, has a kickstand. Great thing right here in South Lake Tahoe. Check it out, www.highsierrasup.com.
Straight back out behind the Coast Guard boat. Another left turn, right back into the shore, right in front of the finish right here. Another red right.
Here's Thomas Maximus coming back at this. Here comes Thomas Maximus coming right back at you again. Now, this is about 2 laps into the race. You have a tandem paddler of Erickson and Erickson right there. That's his son, Jeff Erickson, in front, Lance Erickson in the back. Been paddling together forever, very consistent. You see their paddling techniques you see their paddling techniques also consistent there. And then the rest of the 14-foot boards right there behind you, led by Jay Wild. As we scan back and forth, Anthony Vela trying to cut to the inside right now. Those two battled it out the entire race, and Jay Wild was able to defend Anthony Vela off. Now you see the turn right here, Thomas Maximus for every area. That is a long board. That board's almost 20 feet long. You see him having to really put a lot of effort into turning that baby, but watch how quickly it slices through the water going back out. Now you see these guys on the 14-foot boards coming into screen here momentarily. These guys, all they do is they take a few steps back. Now, tandem board coming in of Erickson and Erickson. You see Jeff Erickson reaching way out front, using his paddle as a rudder. His dad just keeps paddling, putting the power behind it, and that's how you turn a tandem board. Now, the 14-footers are going to come into screen here momentarily, like I talked about before. Watch these guys. Now, they're going to use a completely different turning style. What they're going to do is they're going to take a few steps back on the end of those boards. You'll see them pop the nose out of the water. See this? There's Jay Wild getting back. See that? They limits the surface area. They're able to spin those boards around really quickly, kind of like a snap turn, and then allows them to save a lot of time into those turns. Here comes the rest of the field. You see all the people lined up on the beach right there. Race the Lake of the Sky, one of the biggest turnouts in its 2-year history this year. Very excited to see where the race will be in 5 years from now. Here comes some more 14-footers coming into the buoy turn. You see them all kind of just riding the back like quarter or third of that board, getting that nice little snap turn. Flatwater Paddle Company rider right there. He's been on the Wake Up Tahoe show before, Evan Dordowski.
How's it going? I'm Billy Rossini with Naqua Adventure Gear. We're really excited to be part of Race the Lake of the Sky. Beautiful day. Some awesome racing going on. We're just pumped about it. My company is Naqua Adventure Gear. What you're looking at here is the Naqua 2000. We developed the first underwater lighting accessory for stand-up paddleboards, kayaks, and canoes. So the whole system just straps on, really easy, illuminates a huge area underneath your board, 30 feet around it, 20 feet down. It's all a rechargeable battery, so you can just go out at night and have a blast. You can fish, see the marine life, it's great.
Hey, good morning everybody. It's a beautiful day here. My name is Jean Rathley. I race for the Blue Rush Board Sports team out of Sausalito, California. I'm here to do all 3 races. We're going to see how it goes. Today looks really nice out there, and it's going to be challenging. A lot of good competition. I will be racing the 12'6" stock class.
Then we're gonna upwind, crosswind out to that buoy that's out past that buoy field to the left. It's way out there to the left. Everybody take a look. You guys see it out at that corner mark? It's hidden behind some flags, but it's just diagonally out there. You'll see it. I'll be out in the lead making sure everybody hits that. You'll make a hard left there. You'll come all the way back in to right here to the front of our swim zone where the end of that rope is. Everybody see the swim line rope by the subcross start? That red, you're going to make a slight right here. You're going to come along the swim line right to the shoreline where we have this blue that's right out front of the sub start. Everybody see the blue buoy in front of the sub start? Then right there, you're going to make a left. You can come through the green to the finish line. That's really lap 1, so we're a lap and a half race.
There comes the rest of the field once again. You see water safety out there. We had photography boats everywhere. Thomas Maximus still your leader out there. See him almost get thrown off there. Little boat roller comes in, almost falls off to the left, but holds it consistently. Rest of the racers all heading out there. You see a prone paddler right there. That's Mr. Bark. Pro paddling, you're on your knees, kind of dog paddling the entire race. Very strenuous, but they also call it prone or traditional paddleboarding. Your race leaders coming back up. Thomas Maximus in overall in the unlimited class. Tandem board right there. That's the Ericsson and Ericsson crew again, followed by all the 14-footer. That's the elite class right there, directly behind. Good shot there of Thomas Maximus on your left. Jeff and Lance Erickson on your right. You see the jet ski out in front leading the way, kind of showing the racers where they need to go. It can get very confusing in multiple buoy course races on where to go and how to go, especially when you start getting a little bit fatigued. You see a lot of racers standing up looking on where they're supposed to go. And here comes Thomas Maximus right there in front. Again, rider for Riviera. He's going to make a little right-hand turn on this red buoy, and then he will actually complete it and come across to take home the victor in the 5 mile. Very good performance for Thomas again. One of the top unlimited riders in the world right now, always competitive. Spends a lot of time at his home, San Clemente, California, where he also is a realtor there. Yeah, so if you want to buy a house or go paddle with him, you're totally welcome to. There's Thomas really having to put a lot of effort into turning that big unlimited board. Now those purple sticks right there, those are our subcross gates, which you're going to see later on in the film. Here comes Thomas Maximus across the finish line right there. A little yoo-hoo there by Jack Durst. Thomas Maximus, an absolute physical specimen. Spends a lot of time in the gym, very aware of nutrition. Ericsson and Ericsson coming across the shot right now. And you can see how much the rest of the field got spread out.
Hi, I'm Jesse from Boulder, Colorado. We make skirts and dresses from 100% recycled bottles, Janai Paddle Apparel. We make everything in Colorado, USA, so come check it out.
Hi, I'm Janae from Lake Tahoe Yoga. I came out this morning, taught a stand-up paddle yoga class, and got to watch the racers out here. It's an incredible event. It's a beautiful day, and I would invite anybody out here, even if you're not into racing paddleboards, come out, watch the scene, enjoy the beautiful weather. It's a sight to behold.
Who are you rooting for?
You know, I don't really know any of the racers. So I know if Todd Offenbacher's out there, I'd root for him. He's a local, and he said he goes so fast on the paddleboard that he makes waves, and they took it away from him one day.
Nice shot of the upper view. You see the beach was absolutely packed for Race to the Lake of the Sky. We're going to zoom in right here, grab focus, and there is your race leaders. Anthony Vela and Jay Wild battling it out in the unlimited class right here. This is where I thought Anthony was going to take over. Anthony had the inside line, got pushed to the outside, but Jay Wild has a beautiful turn right there. Able to keep the lead over Anthony. Anthony gets kind of pushed down. Anthony on an infinity board. They're brand new design for them this year. Jay Wild rides for Hobie. Very, very well-respected rider in the stand-up paddling world. So those two battled it out the entire race as they come down the front of the beach, and you hear the crowd just start screaming for these guys. On the blackboard right there, coming in the blue shorts, that is Taylor Rambo from Riviera Paddle Surf. His dad owns the company. Taylor actively involved in the company. Brand new board design for him this year. Absolutely destroys it. In the Supcross the day before, Wednesday night, is where we had the Supcross at El Dorado Beach, and that board made all the other boards look like they were standing still. Phenomenal design. Look for good things coming out of Riviera Paddle Surf this year.
Hey, what's up, Lake Tahoe? My name's Wes King. I own the the Tahoe Trail Bar, and we've got a booth out here at the Race the Lake of the Sky, and we're a vegan and gluten-free energy bar that's been in South Shore of Lake Tahoe and all around the cities in Lake Tahoe for about, I guess it's about 10 years now. So I'm the owner, and we've got it in lots of stores, so come out here and check us out at the booth, or buy a bar when you see one.
My name is Jack Hanna. I'm a shaper. I make stand-up paddle boards. I'm from Bethel Island, California, which is in the Delta, where the rivers come together. Sacramento and San Joaquin converge to 1,000 miles of beautiful fresh waterway, tidal waters with boats. I am racing in the over 60 division. Lucky for me, Jerry Lopez is not here today. I don't have to try to beat Jerry. Unlucky for me, Mike Day is here. He's a 60-year-old male, stock race, also designs paddle boards, racing paddle boards, and he's gonna kick my ass. So I'm looking forward to an ass whooping, but I'm gonna have a good day, and I'm having a good time.
You're gonna come across the start once, right across the front, all the way down the beach by that dock. You guys see that dock way down there? And you can see the one blue buoy. It doesn't even look blue, it looks black from here. But it's all the way down at the dock. You're gonna make a left-hand turn there, then you're gonna go straight out along the dock line.
All right, now we're picking up on lap number 2. Shot of Thomas Maximus way out to the east, far right hand of the course if you're looking at the venue itself. You see, if you study Thomas Maximus's paddle stroke, it is absolutely textbook. Been working on it a lot, and you see him coming into that turn. This is the part of his paddling right now that he's really been putting a lot of emphasis on is those turns, as you see. Very powerful, strong guy, working on his agility, trying to get those turns down, just making those turns a little quicker. Most of these riders not used to this many turns in a course. Most of them, it's distance. They're paddling 8, 6, 14 miles just around one buoy turn or another. So multiple buoy turns, not many of these athletes are used to those. So they don't really focus a lot of emphasis on that. Most of theirs is just paddling stroke and duration, as well as keeping up their endurance. So this was a totally different type of race than most of these paddlers were used to. Race of Lake of the Sky proclaimed as one of the top stand-up paddleboard races in the world, according to Anthony Vela of Infinity. He paddled, I would say 40-some events last year, and said Lake Tahoe was by far his favorite and would come back without a doubt each and every year. That was courtesy of Sup Connect on their live webcast. Many of the paddlers coming across the front of the beach there. The venue for Race of Lake of the Sky, again, very spectator friendly. Great cathedral seating. People were able to see the entire race, which is not very stereotypical of most stand-up paddle races. A nice shot off to the east there. The boats lined up. What a backdrop for a lot of these paddlers. There's your race leader again, Thomas Maximus, getting ready to lap a few of the racers there. Drafting has been very controversial in stand-up paddling as of late. You see that line coming from left to right across your screen right now. That's your race leader. And then you see a nice consistent line right behind him. You see the nose of the board behind him almost touching his back of his board. He's breaking the viscosity, kind of opening up the water there, smoothing it out, allowing the riders behind him to use less energy. As we slow it down, you can actually see it.
Real quick on the drafting thing, it's obviously a huge controversy every single time we have a WPA event, so just throwing it out there on the loud microphone so everyone hears right away. You can draft like craft and same gender only. Now, I do understand that this course is very technical, it's close, so there's going to be a lot of people on different crafts next to each other and a lot of male and female next to each other. But if you can reach out with your paddle and touch the board next to you, you're a little too close on the side. So just keep that in your mind again. I know it's a tight course again, but let's just play the game and all have fun.
And there you heard it straight from Jay Wild's mouth. Been a very strong spokesperson for WPA, that's the World Paddling Association, on drafting, because there has been numerous different times where people have been bumped, boards have been injured, boards have been destroyed, so it's obviously a big issue. So we just want to make sure that's all aware. See the nice parasail boat there in the background? That's really cool to see here at Lake Tahoe. Probably one of the few venues you're going to see that. Most of these guys, or a lot of these guys I should say, are mostly ocean paddlers. Flat water paddling is kind of new to them, and more flat water paddling events are starting to be seen around the nation, so a lot of these guys getting a little more exposure there. But a lot of these guys used to paddling more ocean type events, such as Battle of the Paddle and down at Dana Point. Nice shot there at Thomas Maximus on his Riviera board. Tandem duo Jeff and Lance Erickson from Dana Point coming into screen right now. You're always going to see Lance Erickson on the back, Jeff Erickson in the front. When it comes to tandem paddling, you want sort of your more agile athlete to be out in front, kind of promoting that steering technique. And the coach, believe it or not, is in the back as well, as his dad, I'm sure, is yelling at him in his ear constantly about how and what to do when. Beautiful day, though, for Race to the Lake of the Sky. Not a lot of wind. Water temperature was around 67 degrees, so made for a beautiful day. There's our 14-footers, our elite class, all balled up as they were the entire race, challenging their way out. And there is Jay Wild still in front. You see that beautiful turn there by Jay. Jay lives on the North Shore, knows buoy turns, knows stand-up paddling, trains every day, and that is how Jay took home the 5-miler, his buoy turns. Anthony Vela, a very good buoy turner as well, but Jay just had the edge on the buoy turns all race long, which allowed him to take home the victory in the 5-miler there.
Hi, my name's Skylar. We're here with Aloha Massage at Race at the Lake. I'm just giving a massage to Jane here. If you guys want to find us right off the beach, you can. The athletes will come in and they can take the chairs, or they can go up with Lauren and do the tables. Anyways, thank you guys. Have a good day. Hope you enjoy the summer day.
I'm Daniel Russell. I was in the 12-6 division. I placed 4th and felt pretty good in the race.
Then you'll continue around, you'll finish the course the same way you did your first lap. And on your final, you must come through the 2 green, double green. So you can't just cut this corner here. You have to go around the outside green and go through a set of 4. So double green, you can't cut the corner, you could lose the race right there if you're battling and you forget. Everybody understand that?
Didn't even know what it's called. And there's your race leaders still once again. El Dorado 5-miler coming to a close here, finishing up their last lap. And Jay Wild still in front of your screen on the bottom left right now, followed by Anthony Vela and the rest of the crew. These two guys, it was a very exciting last buoy turn as you're going to see them come down into screen. Anthony Vela actually had Jay Wild at one time, actually took the lead, and Jay Wild around a buoy turn was actually able to overtake Anthony Vela. And then this sealed the deal, as we're going to come up to here in a minute. Jeremy Vane currently in third place. You're going to see him coming to the screen right now. You see Jay Wild. See that buoy turn right there? Perfect. See, there was the chance right there. Anthony Vela cut to the inside and just didn't have the horsepower to overtake him. He got the inside line. There's Jeremy Vane in third on that Boga board. Now, Boga, very popular stand-up paddleboard in the yoga scene. Lots of yoga athletes on Boga. And now you're starting to see Boga really start getting involved in competition. There's Taylor Rambo coming in on the black Riviera board right there. Brand new board design that Taylor designed and actually hand-shaped himself. So a very talented crew coming out of that Riviera house. These racers are going to paddle out and make their last left-hander.
We're here with Local Honey Designs out of Half Moon Bay, California. All of our swimwear is reversible and it's made with extra life lycra, so I'll just show you here. This one's solid turquoise on the reverse. They're all made with cross straps so they stay on in the water. And we pretty much design all of our swimwear for water women, yogis, and travelers. So you can have one swimsuit that kind of covers all the bases for you. So anyways, we hope you can check us out online, localhoneydesigns.com. Thank you.
Hi, I'm EJ with YOLO Board Team Captain West Coast. I'm up here at Tahoe Lake of the Sky race. Competed in the El Dorado race. Got first in the 50 plus 12.6 and fourth overall 12.6.
There's Thomas Maximus stuck on the blue buoy. Now you see Thomas on that unlimited board, not easy to turn. You saw him kind of get stuck there and you lose valuable seconds. So Thomas really trying to put a lot more time into turning those boards right there. As he comes around his last right-hander, he's going to make his quick left here. Now this is a very tight turn coming up for Thomas Maximus on that unlimited board. And he made it, coming through the finish line. Now watch him here as he's got to make almost I want to say like a 72-degree turn here. Reaches way out in front. You see that paddle bending oh so much. And there it is, your overall race leader, Thomas Maximus for Riviera. In the unlimited, taking home first overall. Once again, this is the second year in a row for him from Riviera Paddle Surf. Thomas Maximus. Here comes the Ericsson and Ericsson duo. Tandem stand-up board on an e-board design. They come in. Actually, there's Jeff going down off the board. I can't remember exactly what happened there, but Jeff actually fell in. His dad yelled at him to get back on, and they took home first place in the tandem paddling category. Second place overall. This was where the race was, though, in our 14-foot class, as Jay Wild and Anthony Vela really, things got exciting coming into screen right here. That is Jay Wild out in front, Anthony Vela, followed by Jeremy Vane on the green and white Boga board. Watch these two. Anthony really, really trying to push it here. As you see him start to cut to the inside, looking for a line, but Jay Wild never opened the door for him at all. And here they come around the swim buoy right now. Jay, like I said, paddling for Hobie. Anthony on that infinity board. See Jay nice and tight there, not leaving any kind of an opening for Anthony whatsoever. This is Anthony's last chance to overtake Jay Wild coming up into screen right here. Jeremy Vane, 3 board lengths behind. Gonna take third place. Here comes Jay. Now keep your eyes focused here. Jay steps to the back of the board. This turn was so critical. See how tight that was? Jay Wild couldn't have scripted a better buoy turn there. And you see him open up the gap right there on Anthony Vela. Anthony Vela had no chance after that to catch Jay as Jay carves his way around into the finish line right now. And unfortunately for Anthony, did not have any opening to overtake Jay. Jay takes first place overall in the elite category, followed by Anthony Vela in second place and Jeremy Vane in third. There is your elites. And there's Jeremy Vane coming into picture right there. Jumps off. So the El Dorado 5-miler, a huge success this year. Great course set up by Chris Brackett and the South Tahoe stand-up paddle crew. See John Chevalier grabbing some shots right there from the water.
So subscribe to Fabulous Lake Tahoe if you haven't already. There's a lot of great videos coming up here in the month of July. There's going to be a video of the 4th of July fireworks If you're catching this before 4th of July and you're interested in making your own photographs or video of the 4th of July fireworks, click the annotation to check out my video of the 4th of July fireworks. Also, there'll be an annotation on your screen to check out Wake Up Tahoe's stand-up paddle day on Lake Tahoe. Yesterday, we got some great interviews from some of the winners of Race the Lake of the Sky. Candace Appleby, who was the women's division winner, gave a great interview for her Race the Lake of the Sky appearance. Anthony Vela's in it. A lot of other great racers from the race are in it. Check it out. So, thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, and keep Tahoe blue. Bye.